All right, let's get right into it. If you're tired of vague financial advice, you're in the right place. Today, we are breaking down a financial execution framework. Think of it less like a set of tips and more like a precise, engineered system for building wealth. We're not just hoping for the best here, we are building a machine.
You know that feeling? Like you're just reacting to your finances, constantly putting out little fires but never really getting ahead? It's that sense of being totally overwhelmed. Well, this framework is designed to be the direct solution to that. It's all about replacing the chaos with cold, hard clarity.
And the source material on this is incredibly direct. This quote really says it all. This isn't a list of suggestions or ideas to consider, it's a command protocol. The whole power of the system comes from its rigid structure and your discipline to follow it to the letter.
So where do we start? With the blueprint, of course. Think of the next 12 months as the construction phase for your entire financial machine. This isn't about making it up as you go. It's a structured, year-long roadmap that takes you from where you are now to where you want to be.
This is the whole year, laid out in 4 clear phases. The first 3 months, that's all about building your foundation. We're talking total financial clarity, getting control of every number. Once that's solid, you go on offense. Months 4 to 6 are for income expansion. The goal here is a huge 30 to 50% boost. Then, with that new capital, months 7 through 10 are about investing, actually building out your first real portfolio. And you finish the year by learning to scale and protect everything you've built. See how each phase just logically flows into the next? It's a system.
You know, a blueprint is totally useless if you don't have an engine to actually do the work. So this next part is all about the operating system, the specific things you do every week and every month that make this whole machine run. This is where the plan becomes reality.
The heart of this whole thing is a weekly commitment of about 7 to 10 hours. And it's broken down so brilliantly, it's not just one big, overwhelming task. You've got these distinct blocks. You start the week with a learning block to study the theory. But right after that, you have an application block to immediately use what you learned on your own finances. Then a skill block to boost your earning power, a quick review block to check your numbers, and a strategy block to plan your next big move. It's a perfect, repeatable cycle that just builds momentum week after week.
Okay, so at the end of every single month, you've got this non-negotiable review. You're updating your net worth, checking your savings rate, your investment returns, your income growth, all the key stats. But honestly, the 2 most important things on this list are at the bottom. You have to identify one bottleneck holding you back, and you have to set one aggressive target to fix it. The rule here is dead simple. If your numbers aren't going up, the strategy has to change, period.
So, how do you know if your numbers are going up? You need a control panel. This isn't about feelings or guesswork. It's about hard data. This next bit covers the essential dashboards you need to build to monitor the performance of your financial machine in real time.
Right. This system runs on data, not gut feelings. And to manage that data, you need exactly 5, just 5 non-negotiable dashboards. That's it. Think of them as the 5 critical dials on your control panel that give you a complete 360-degree view of how your machine is performing. Let's walk through each one.
First up, the big one, the net worth tracker. This is your ultimate scorecard. It's just what you own minus what you owe. Super simple. This gives you that 30,000-foot view of your overall financial health. And the single most important number to watch here, that monthly growth percentage. If that number is consistently ticking up, the machine is working.
Next, the income tracker. Look, if net worth is the final score, then income is the fuel that runs the entire engine. This dashboard makes you track every single dollar coming in and, crucially, categorize it. Is it active income from your job, business income you're creating, or passive income from your assets? And just like before, the key metric is that month-over-month percentage change. You have to know if your fuel supply is growing.
Third, we have the investment tracker. This dashboard shows you how hard your money is actually working for you. You're tracking how much you invest each month and your asset allocation. But the really critical numbers here are your portfolio's return and its compound annual growth rate, the CAGR. That's just a real, honest measure of your investment's average growth over time. It tells you if you're actually building wealth effectively.
Okay, now this is a dashboard you probably won't find anywhere else, the Skill Growth Tracker. This framework treats your skills like a financial asset that you can invest in. You literally track the hours you put into learning something new, and then you measure the direct revenue that skill brings in. This lets you calculate a real return on investment for your own time. It turns self-improvement from a fuzzy goal into a quantifiable part of your wealth engine. It's pretty genius.
And finally, the Freedom Index.
Let's be real. This dashboard measures the real reason we're doing all this. It's not just about the money, it's about autonomy. It tracks your freedom across 4 key areas: time, income, location, and your ability to make your own decisions. This score must be trending upward. It's the ultimate measure of whether or not you're actually winning the game.
All right, any good system needs rules, core principles that dictate how you operate. These aren't just suggestions. They are the fundamental laws of execution within this framework, and they're designed to keep you laser-focused and ruthlessly efficient.
So here are the 6 core rules of the game. They're all absolutely critical. Making decisions based on numbers, not emotion, reinvesting everything you can, keeping your lifestyle in check. But there's one rule here, rule number 5, that represents a massive mental shift from what most of us have been taught.
And this slide just lays out that shift perfectly. Conventional wisdom is all about playing defense. Cut the daily coffee, pinch every penny. This framework's rule says to play offense. It says you should always focus your energy on increasing your total income before you start worrying about cutting tiny expenses. Think about it. Your energy is way better spent figuring out how to earn another $100 than it is on trying to save $5. That is a game-changing perspective.
Okay, we have the blueprint. We have the engine, the dashboards, and the rules. So now let's talk about the end game. This system isn't a one-size-fits-all punishment. You actually get to choose your level of intensity. And based on that commitment, we can define exactly what victory is going to look like after your first year.
The framework gives you 3 modes to choose from. Light mode is about 5 hours a week, and that'll give you slow but steady growth. Standard mode, which is what we've mostly been talking about, is 10 hours a week for some serious financial acceleration. And then there's aggressive mode, for those who want to go all in with 15+ hours for really rapid scaling. The most important thing here isn't which one you choose, it's that you pick one and commit to it with absolute consistency for the entire year.
Then if you do that, if you put in the work for 1 year, what's the payoff? Well, this is it. After 12 months, you have total, undeniable financial awareness. Your income isn't just a little higher, it's demonstrably higher. Your expenses are completely under your control, you have an active investment portfolio that's growing, you've launched your first passive income stream, and most important of all, your long-term roadmap to wealth is crystal clear. These are not vague dreams. These are tangible, life-changing results.
So there you have it, the entire system, the blueprint, the engine, the rules. It's all laid out for you. The only variable left in the entire equation is execution. The plan is on the table. The only question left is, are you ready to pick up the tools and actually start building?